every time we talk about another player, another team, another anything, we are contributing to their NIL. We are contributing to their NIL. Maybe not in dollars, but in attention. So when was the last time that you fed your name, image, and likeness as much as you feed theirs? What's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Matt Freakin Deakins, coming at you today. Today is the maiden voyage. We are starting a new podcast coming to you, hosted by the Matt Freakin Deakins, called The Motivation Station. Yes. Your boy, Matt Freakin Deakins, is huge on motivation. There's a lot of people out there that dislike motivation. There's even popular inspirational speakers out there that say it's BS. I disagree. Coming from a layman, coming from a person who just works hard every day to try to have better things, to be in a better mindset, to just be better every day, there are days when you don't want to do it. And you know what? You need that motivation to get that first step done. And maybe that first step done translates into 2 things done and translates into 3 things done. So I disagree with the whole motivation is BS, but I will agree with the point where people will say that discipline is where it gets you further. Absolutely, hands down. Consistency and discipline over time will rule all. But sometimes that motivation to get you to start something, which then gets that ball rolling. I find it very impactful. It impacts me every day when I hit little ruts. When I sit here and say, I'm dying to eat a crap ton of pizza, but I know I don't want to. It's a little bit that helps get that ball rolling in the right direction. So we're bringing this new motivation station, the motivation station, hosted by Matt Freakin Deakins here. This is our very first episode, our together very first episode, and we're gonna title this one "Name, Image, and Likeness." But first, before we get into the content, I'd like to thank the sponsor for today's video, Sledge supplements. If you ever found yourself getting results and then you hit a plateau, or you're working and just need that little edge, head over to ActionSledgeSupplements.com. I think it's actually ActionSledge.com, but Action Sledge Supplements, they provide some of the highest quality supplements. I've used them for going on 4 years now religiously. I've made incredible results in strength, and now I'm on a cut, and it's helping me stay focused, stay motivated in the gym, stay pumping out huge results. And I take a nice stack every day between their Fired, Thermogenic, their joint support, their EAA, BCAA blend. This one happens to be Juicy Nectar, available on the website, actionsledge.com. This product is incredible, helps me stay hydrated, helps me induce muscle protein synthesis to help me repair my muscles sooner. And while I'm repairing them, I also took Hydraulic 2 to break them down in the gym, because we need to break down the muscles to build them back up, to not only help your body absorb amazing nutrients and make your body better, but also to grow your body. So head over to actionsledge.com. Link is in the description. There is a discount code, Deakins10, available for those who would like to save a few bucks, especially in today's times. But now, on to the content of today's episode, titled Name, Image, and Likeness. Big college football fan here. I'm the Ohio State Buckeyes fan, and I titled this show The Motivation Station intentionally because I do not love the whole The Ohio State, so it's a parody of itself. But nevertheless, it is The Motivation Station, and I am a fan of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And, there's been a lot of, in 2024 here, been a lot of talk about how much they pay for their roster and the NIL, name, image, and likeness, deals that they are paying their players, because that is now a thing in 2024 college football, where we are giving our players, our collegiate athletes, our amateur athletes, who are not pros, they're amateurs, we're giving them money to be able to support them while we being the university, of course, Well, we use their name, image, and likeness to market our brand. Okay. I have 100% belief that this should have been done a while ago in some form or fashion. What's got going on now is garbage. Different subject for a different day. Excuse me. Different subject for a different day. Nevertheless, we are talking about name, image, and likeness. And I was recently at church, and I'm a Christian, that I believe that not to impose a ton of religion into this podcast, but there will come up from time to time. There are certain Bible verses and such that resonate with me, that help me get through, which I will bring to you. Today is not one of those days, but I was at church on Christmas Eve with my family, and there was this guy, pastor. I can't remember his name. All I call him was Pastor Firefighter, because he used to be a firefighter. Now he's pastor of Catholic Church. And he talked about being in the image and likeness of God. And this episode sparked off of that comment. Because we sit here and say we are the first ones to talk about the Ohio State Buckeyes, Oregon Ducks, Alabama Crimson Tide, Georgia Bulldogs, Notre Dame Fighting Irish, Michigan Wolverines, and how much their NIL is helping their team, and how much did they pay to get these players and get this roster. So we're all sitting here talking about it. But every time we talk about another player, another team, another anything, we are contributing to their NIL. We are contributing to their NIL. Maybe not in dollars, but in attention. Whether it's on Twitter X, or it's on Instagram, or it's on any of the social media groups. We're talking about it. We're just feeding it. We're feeding it. So, when was the last time that you fed your name, image, and likeness as much as you feed theirs? It could be Taylor Swift. It could be, all the pop culture stars, all the rock bands, all the lifting gods, the Mr. Olympias, the Miss Olympias. I know a runner-up of Miss Olympia. I train with her every week. How often do you put attention on their name, image, and likeness, but you don't put it on yourself? You're afraid to look in the mirror and say, gosh, I really need to work on myself. And just stay focused on working on yourself. When are you going to step up to the plate and make your name the name people are talking about? Not you talking about everyone else's name. Think about that for a second. When the one comment I have here, when are you going to name your NIL or make your NIL mean more than your teams or players? When are you going to invest the time that you invest in their NIL and turn that into your NIL? Think about that. Every time you try to better yourself, you're putting money in your pocket. You're putting money in your NIL. Not literally. But you're putting time into your NIL by growing your mind. When you go to the gym and you work out hard, you're putting money in your NIL. Maybe not physically, but you're putting time into your investment. That is your NIL. The one note I made here, you could spend 10 hours a week talking, watching, scrolling through social media, liking posts, buying jerseys, attending games, shouting their name, betting on them, and promoting their businesses. No problem doing any of that. When are you going to promote the business of you? When are you going to put in the time to have the business of you be the one that's worth promoting? The only one that should matter is the business of you. So for me, the only one that should matter is the business of Matt Freakin Deakins. Matt Freakin Deakins actively works on his NIL. I'm doing a different video today. This is being recorded on 12/30. It's Monday. I'm doing a separate video today on a full day of eating, where I'm showing you the time, the effort that I'm putting into making a change in my body and my life. Because I know that if I want to reach my goals, I'm going to need to do something. So make sure you head over and watch that one, coming out soon. Probably before, maybe not before this one. But nevertheless, it's coming out soon. But, you have to be able to own it. You can contribute to it and pitch it and yeah, I'm going to eat good today. What does that mean? I don't know. Eating good. Eating good, does that mean a lot, or is eating good mean I'm going to eat better? And what does better mean? Does better mean better for my taste buds, or better for my gut, or better for my muscles, or better for my health? Right? So there's a lot of subjective terms as we roll into the new year, a lot of subjective words that get used here. I'm going to be healthier in 2025. Okay, well, you need to define what that means to you. Healthier meaning I'm going to lose weight. Healthier meaning my blood markers are going to be better regardless of what my weight is. Healthier, my clothes are going to fit better. Healthier, I'm going to look better on Instagram. Healthier, my aunts, cousins, and brothers are all going to talk better about me because I look the part now. What does that mean to you? So all of these things go into stock, into putting the attention into your NIL. Putting it into your name and your image and your likeness. Because when other people are talking about you, what are they saying? If you don't like what they're saying about you, we always make jokes. People are talking smack. Can you believe they're talking smack and have beef with? Because you gave them the opportunity to have beef with. You had a slip in your arm, or a chink in your armor, a slip in your game to have them come in and tell you or tell the world what they think of you. Does it matter to you? If it does matter to you, what are you doing to change it? Because clearly there's something wrong. You don't have to appease them. You have to appease you. But if you don't like what they're saying, what do you need to change in you? Not that you have to like it. Do you just not pay attention to it? Do you not buy into their stock? Because that's all this is. This is all an NIL game. That's all it is. You're putting stock in other people's NIL. And if part of their game is talking about you and you put stock into it, it's your problem. Because at the end of the day, everybody's allowed to talk about whoever they want. Whether you buy into it or not is your choice. And whether you are doing what you need to do for your goals should be all that matters. Not what Timmy Two Gloves over there decided that he thinks about your lifting routine, or what, bidet wearing Bonnie over there decides that she thinks that your clothes are ugly, or you sitting here saying, "Can you believe?" How many times do you sit there? You get together with a group of people, and as much as I am a freaking God-loving Christian, some of the Christians are the worst at it. They're the first ones to sit there and gossip all day about, can you believe so-and-so did this? Can you believe so-and-so did that? I can't believe they decided to wear that. Can you believe the language they use? And can you, they're not eating good enough. They're losing too much weight. Oh my gosh, they need to stop eating. They're looking too fat. It's the same thing, same cycle over and over. And those same people are the same ones who are not buying into their name, image, and likeness. They're more worried about what everyone else is doing instead of what they are doing. So today, we're going to get to topic number 2. I set this all up to tee up ways that you can work on your name, image, and likeness. Because it sounds like a great game to talk. Like, yeah, I'm going to work on my name, image, and likeness. So how you can do that? Right? Okay. So we're going to talk about this. Way number 1. There's two different perspectives I'm going to look at. We're going to look at it in the personal and mental perspective second, and first we're going to look at it from a fitness perspective, because I'm a big fitness guy. I just mentioned earlier I'm started working with a nutrition coach that has helped me in 5 weeks get further than I got in 3 months myself. And so we're going to go to that world first, because that's first and foremost right now for me and my name, image, and likeness is making sure that I'm doing what I need to do to eat better and train harder. So first, get your body moving. If you're sitting over here wanting to lose weight, let's just say this, there's 3 body types. There's an endomorph, a mesomorph, and an ectomorph. An ecto is one who can't gain weight to save their life. Very few people there. There's plenty there, but let's just say in America right now, people are not sitting here saying, man, I need to gain weight. There are some, and some of that is due to eating disorders, so I don't want to be insensitive to that. But if you're talking about a normal person who's sitting here making goals for 2025 that are fitness related, most of them aren't, I need to gain weight. There's mesomorph, which is your natural athlete, your athletic type of people who have incredible genetics, who can eat cheeseburgers and pizza and ice cream and have it not hurt them 1 ounce, which is also another minority in this equation. And then the third, which falls into the majority, is the endomorph, which is I put on weight just by looking at food. I go to the grocery store and I gain 10 pounds, not because I ate anything, just because I saw it all. That's those type of people. Me. So, my biggest thing is get your body moving. Just get moving. If you don't have to hire a coach, you don't have to spend money to hire someone. There's a lot of things you can do on your own. It could be as basic as going on YouTube and finding a yoga program. It's going on YouTube and or doing a Google search of how to start a diet and just starting somewhere. For me, it's getting your body moving. That's always my number one thing. We live in a world of stagnation, and people would prefer to sit on a couch or sit in a chair and work and sit and sit and sit and sit and sit and sit. And I hate sitting. I'm up, down, bebopping around because sitting still is a problem for me. I talk on the phone, I pace around the house. So get your body moving. Just get moving. And if you are one who struggles to move because of limitations, age, excessive overweight, cold climate, etc., just find something to move your body. Like I said, it could be a stretching video on YouTube or yoga. It could be literally walking down the block and back once a day. Once every other day if you're extremely incapable, and that is a lot. And I will, having family that has joint replacements and weather doesn't help, I know it can be a lot. So I would recommend you just get moving once a day. Do something to get moving. My favorite thing, and I practice it 9 out of 10 times, depending if I'm coming off of a leg day or a hard training session, I'll park far away and walk into a restaurant, into a not that I do that often right now, once a week, but grocery stores, I'll park far out, A, because I hate fighting people for short spots that I could care less if I get anyways, but B, it helps me get some extra steps in. Get some extra steps in. Just walk, just move. We don't need to go and do this couch to 5K crap that, good for some people if they really want to run a 5K, but the amount of stock people put in running today is, it's free. You can go outside and run, except for the clothing you put on and the overpriced shoes you have to wear because you're going to have shin splints and foot problems in no time. Outside of that, just get moving. Just walk. You don't need to go from 0 to hero. Take the first step. When you take the first step, guess what happens? I mentioned this earlier. Then you can take the next step. Then you can take the next step. You get the first step down, you start to see some change. Guess what? Now you're motivated to take the next step. And it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. So when it's hard, then you need the motivation to get to the next step. And when you start seeing results, then it's motivating to get to the next step. And all of these snowball over time. So just get moving. Point number 2. So while you're getting moving, just watch what you eat. If you don't want to track food, I'm big on tracking or having a meal plan or putting something together that's extremely easy to follow. The plan I'm working on right now is extremely easy to follow. There's enough variability in it that if I want to have chicken today, turkey tomorrow, and freaking whitefish the next day, guess what? I can. Because the plan was created to inhibit flexibility while still maintaining structure. It's flexibility within structure. Right? So you got to create a framework. If you don't want to create a framework because you don't want to limit yourself, because we also know that more is better always, right? Just watch what you eat. Just pay attention. I decided that a box of cereal is a poor serving size. Maybe I should have less than a box of cereal. Maybe I should have a cup of cereal. Oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't have a 12-pack of regular Pepsi a day. Maybe I should just have 3 cans. Maybe I shouldn't have my 5th energy drink today. Maybe I should just have 1. Hey, I'm the first one that I hate plain water. Absolutely hate plain water. Can't stand it. So I make myself have 33 ounces, which is one of my water bottles, 32 ounces of plain water a day. And if I have to, I shoot for four of those because I'll always have a diet soda because I was one of those guys. I didn't make the 12-pack of soda a reference for a reason, because that was me. Except it was a diet soda, not regular, but it was diet soda. Not that that's any better. Not making excuses. Nevertheless, have some water, and then they make flavor enhancers. They've got Mio. They've got flavor enhancing sticks, Crystal Light. Even if you took fruit and put fruit in water and let the fruit marinate, or the water marinate in the fruit, you get what I'm saying. Fruit infused. There's the word. I couldn't think of it. Fruit infused. Just get more water in. Pay attention to water. Pay attention to fluid. You don't need to drink 10 gallons a day because you're going to turn into a puffer fish. But it matters. It matters. So just do the little things. Instead of drinking regular pop, maybe switch to diet. If you can't switch to diet, go from regular to less regular. Go from less than a 2-liter to 20 ounces. Reduce the portions of the shit, is what I'm trying to say. If you don't like all the crap, or if you know you need to make a change and you know you eat crap, reduce the amount of crap you eat and replace it with something good. Replace it with something that is more optimal for what you're trying to do. Okay? I like to say, if somebody asks me what can I do, I do get questioned like this often because I do go through yo-yos where I'll balloon up, but I'll hit a huge 800-pound squat, and then now I don't care about if I hit an 800-pound squat right now. I want my next goal. And so I'm kind of moved on there, but as I'm on my slimming downness from the 260 I was when I hit my 800-pound squat, what are some things they can do? Here's a couple things I listed here. If you can't afford a coach, we'll take it from... I will recommend a coach all day. Why? Because they're an independent person who's not sitting in your house, who's not going to feed your excuses and feed your crap. Biggest thing. You now are not only holding yourself accountable, but you have to answer to them. You're also providing them with what the work you've done. You should be proud of what you give them. Not annoyed or pissed at what you give them because it's not good enough or you're afraid they're going to be disappointed. So if you cannot afford a coach, set a plan. I'm going to get 5,000 steps a day if you're immobile. 7,500 steps a day if you're lightly active. 10,000 steps a day if you like to be active, if you actually like to be active. Something like that. I'm going to hit these every day and be consistent with it. I have here working out 4 times a week. I work out 4 times a week, and then every month I maybe get an extra workout in, so 1 week will be 5. This week, with the holiday being New Year's Day being on Wednesday, and I'm not working, then I will probably get a 5th workout in this week. Because I can, because it's available, and I can do it. It fits my schedule. Fine. I'll probably get a 5th in this week. Eating X, Y, and Z consistently. For example, I want to get 30 grams of protein in per meal. Oh, okay, we'll take it less. 25 grams of protein in per meal. Because if you're eating none, you got to start somewhere. So if you're going to bump it up to 25, that is equivalent to a scoop of protein, like the Axe and Sledge Farm Feds right back here. That one is cinnamon apple pie. That one is chocolate cookies and cream. Both of them are quite delicious. That one up there is not available anymore. That one there is not available anymore. And that one there is sold out. But these two, highly recommended. Cinnamon apple pie, and they have cookies and cream and chocolate cookies and cream. Love them both. Anyways, 1 scoop of that is 25 grams of protein. There's a meal. Not the total meal, but the protein for the meal. That is something completely attainable and easily attainable. Right? 4 to 6 ounces of chicken, beef, turkey, lean of course in those, something like that. I want to eat 4 ounces of protein per meal, 6 ounces of protein per meal. I want to have, 25 grams of protein per meal. Set that and have that first, and then have your veggies, and then have your fruits, and then have your garbage or bullshit or whatever you want to have after that. But set a plan for yourself. Yeah, I know that's putting yourself in a box. It's creating structure. We're all afraid to create structure. Well, sometimes if you want to make a change, you got to do something different. If you do the same thing over and over and over again and you don't get results, what are you? You're insane. Right? Because you think by doing the same thing over and over, you're going to get the same results or get different results. And guess what? Nothing happens but the same. So do something different. What did I have here? Just get started on a path. There's no reason to get stuck in paralysis by analysis. where the planning phase takes 3 months and you haven't started anything. Just get started. Start basic. Tweak the program, tweak the product over time. But if you don't start, you never will. Okay, moving on to, before I move on to number 2. Last point here, and this is a key one, so make sure you're taking notes here. There is no magic pixie dust that's going to turn you from Chubby Bubby to Cristiano Ronaldo in 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. It's consistency in the basics over time. There is no time bounds. No one will ever say, do this plan, take this supplement, and you'll be perfect in X amount of time. Throw it out. Ain't gonna happen. Because whether or not you follow it to a T, it's probably not gonna happen. But then there's also you have to follow it to a T, which you haven't been following anything to a T besides eating like an idiot for a long time. So just understand that things take time. Everything takes time. If you're not willing to put in the time, don't complain about the results you don't have because you didn't do any work. Another favorite quote of mine, don't complain about the results you don't have from the work you didn't do. Okay, point 2. Topic 2, I guess. So this is the personal mental perspective. How can you invest in your NIL? How can you invest in you mentally or personally? For me, do something you've always wanted to do. Like this. This is for me. I love motivating people. If you look at my Instagram profile at Matt Freakin Deakins on Instagram, I have in there inspire the uninspired. I desire to inspire the uninspired. It's probably changed now, but I had that on there. Because I want to inspire the uninspired. I want you to be the best you can be. And I want to help anyone who needs help. I'm a helper. That is a love language of mine. I want to help you. I want to make you pull something out of you that you didn't know was there. So this is something that's passionate for me. And I did a podcast before, The Freakin' Weekend with the Freakin Deakins, on a prior channel that got deleted because I was an idiot. But nevertheless, here we are. For me, I'm passionate about inspiring the uninspired. So this becoming a platform to me is sharing my passion with you. This is something new. I might really suck at this, but guess what? I don't care. Because if this video reaches one person and touches them and gets them started, I got a DM this morning on Facebook in our X and Sledge affiliate group or ambassador group. I posted 5-week results working with my coach. Got a message this morning that was on Saturday. She actually posted the picture, and then I put some perspective from my end on it. And he messaged me this morning, thank you for posting that. Thank you for your words. I just messaged a coach to get started. See, all it does is take seeing someone or seeing something to inspire you to be better. Hopefully this is that. Hopefully this helps you, cut out the crap and just take one step forward towards your goal. But overall, am I going to be the best at this? Absolutely not. Am I the best speaker? No. Am I afraid to speak? No. And that's, I think, a big thing. Is people are afraid to do something because they're afraid they're going to be bad at it. So just find something that's going to challenge you. Find something you've always wanted to do. And don't let it stop you just because you think you're going to be bad at it. I had this conversation. How can you be good at something if you don't ever practice it? You want to be the best speaker. Do you ever speak? No. You want to be the best musician. Do you ever practice? Do you ever perform in front of people? Right? You want to have a YouTube channel, but I'm scared to get on camera. Well, guess what? Guess how I started my YouTube channel? My very first one. I just got on and did something. So you have to, take the risk and understand that, yeah, it's going to suck and you're probably going to hate it and it's going to be cringe and some people like it and some people tell you suck and it's terrible because YouTube is ruthless. And that's okay. That is okay. Once again, you need to put stock in your name, image, and likeness. Hone your craft, not hone a troll's craft because they are too scared to do it or they want something different out of you than you want to provide. Remember, this is your business. Yes, your business needs to cater to the people or the target market or the audience. But at the same time, if they're asking you to do something you don't want to do and doesn't meet with your moral compass, don't do it. Another thing I'm working on is video editing. Am I good at it? No. Did I just start? Yeah. Guess what's going to help me get there? By being better, by trying to do things that are uncomfortable, and by investing time in it, watching videos, reading. What can I do to be better? What products should I use? And what can I learn on those products? You don't need to have the fancy dancy schmancy stuff to get started. You don't have to have the $1,000 camera to start recording. Right? Half the time cell phone cameras are better than some of the actual cameras nowadays. If you have a cell phone, you can have a YouTube channel. Am I the best at logo and thumbnail design? No. I like this one. Some people might think it's stupid. That's fine. That's cool. I like it. Am I getting better at it? Yeah, probably. Could I help you? Sure. Would you like the result? Maybe. But I'm stepping out of the box. I'm working on honing a craft that I don't currently have. I'm adding things to my repertoire. I'm adding skills to me that could help you and help me if you needed them. Right? Find a thing that you've always wanted to do or have a passion for, but do not know how to share it, and just get started. If that means watching a YouTube video on how to create a website, right? And you just watch and learn, right? But then also at some point you actually have to go on and do it, because you can learn all day, but until you add application to it, you haven't really done anything. So find that, study it, and get to action. That can only help you enhance your name, image, and likeness. It can only make you more valuable to yourself, to your family, to your friends, to your household, to people that you might not even know. So I hope that you take this conversation about how to improve your name, image, and likeness, and just get started on something. Whether it's in the gym, whether it's in your personal life, or, I bought this iMac that I'm recording on. Yeah, not a camera, recording on the camera on the iMac. I bought an iMac last year so that I could learn video editing. And then it turned into, this has got a decent camera. I had a microphone for podcasting, and it's not working at the moment. So I'm using, guess what? That's not going to stop me from making a video just because I read some adversity. I grabbed my old iPhone headphones. That's what I'm using right now. Will it get better? Yeah. Right this minute, it wasn't in the cards today. So don't let these minor little blocks stop you from doing something you love to do or want to do. You would love to do. And just get started. Just get started. And understand that some people are going to hate what you do. And you just got to put the fortress up and be like, that's fine. I'm sorry that you don't like it. It's something I have a passion for, and I want to do it. So take that today. Make sure you give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe. Leave me a comment, please. I would love to know if you start something new. I would love to know what you would love to do. I would also ask that you check the links down below in the description. They are 100% supporting this channel and supporting the Matt Freakin Deakins in his journey to inspiring the uninspired and being the best him. All of these things I'm working on for my name, image, and likeness are all that so I can bring value to you, and value to myself and my family, of course, but also value to you, because this isn't going to stop. And if, I run into another thing where I ruin another channel for some reason, it's just going to start another one and go down another path with this motivation, inspiring the uninspired. So just get started today. And remember, if you want to make the rest of your life the best of your life, pick a path and just get started. You don't know what's in front of you until you start taking steps, right? And then you'll meet those forks in the road or those decision points as you're on your path. So move forward, contribute to your NIL. Blow up your NIL. And be relentless in that pursuit of making your life, your future, the best it can be each and every day. Peace, love, happiness. The Matt Freakin Deakins is out. I will see you next time.